right, Maestro. I got it.
All right, you got the controls.
I've got the controls.
Aero 2130 Romeo, exact tower hold short, runway 20.
So I didn't have my headset on. What were we looking at for our clearance?
Charlie November Delta, cross runway 12. Over clear to cross 12, coming up here.
Gotcha.
So we're currently on what taxiway right now?
We are on 12.
We are on...
Charlie?
Charlie.
Yeah.
And that's a 00
All right, just remember that, the black sign with the yellow letter, it's a location sign, so it's telling you your current location. All right, if we're looking at that, straight on, we're on Charlie. All right, we look clear to the left,
Romeo,
right.
southeast departure approved, runway 20, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 3130 Romeo.
And then now we're on what taxiway?
November.
November. And which way is runway 20?
20.
Sacramento Tower.
We turn left or right here?
251 is
Right.
6
Right.
miles.
Right. And we know that from experience, but we also know right by the direction sign.
Right.
The yellow sign with the black letter.
Cessna 63251, exact tower at minimum, circle west of the airport, report right downwind, runway 20.
Circle at minimums, establish ourselves on the right downwind for runway 2063251.
Executive Tower, Cessna 54661 at 20, request departure to the southwest.
Cessna 54661, exact tower, southwest departure approved, runway 20, clear for takeoff.
20, clear for takeoff, southwest departure approved, 54661.
It's kind of nice coming in the morning and seeing everybody over there at the shop.
Yeah. It gets distracting. It's fun to hang out on the weekends here.
Well, they're pretty engaging guys. They make it pretty fun to just...
Well, I mean, especially when Al's... I tried to come out this weekend, or try to get him to come out this weekend, but...
Does he fly much?
Yeah, he's got an Aranca Champ up in Chico.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He flies that.
Okay, controls.
Executive Tower, Cessna 9560 Victor, inbound agent southwest with brigaded.
Cessna 9560 Victor, exact tower, ident.
Ident 60 Victor.
Cessna 60 Victor, ident observed, enter right downwind, runway 20, report midfield.
Right midfield downwind, 2060 Victor.
One has traffic circling, holding at the VOR inside.
Cessna 251, roger.
And we're okay here, just strobe and beacon, you think?
In taxi light 2 for extra visibility.
Gotcha. Frequency, and where are we here?
Or a little bit. Well, no, we look good. We're
Okay.
in between 150 and 120, right?
Roger that.
A little opposite of what we're looking at there. So just want to read in from the numbers where the line's at. And it looks like we're 140.
Okay.
Looks good. Over the
All right, the other thing too is I forgot we got
the opposite direction on approach to runway 2 is the Cessna.
I think it was 130.
About 24 feet.
Yeah, I think it was 3020. Close enough.
Okay.
All right, ready to go?
I am.
All right. Executive Tower, Skyhawk 739 Golf Yankee, holding short 20 southeast departure.
Cessna Cessna 60 Victor traffic, 2 o'clock, 3 miles, 1,900 feet southbound to Cherokee.
Alright, 60 Victor, we're looking for that traffic.
Cessna 739 Golf Yankee, exec tower. Hold short, runway 20, say direction of departure.
Holding short 20, and we are going to the southeast center Golf Yankee.
Cessna 9 Golf Yankee, roger. Southeast departure approved, runway 20, clear for takeoff.
Go to takeoff.
Your turn before the departure and for opposite direction traffic.
20, clear for takeoff, start the turn before the departure and enter Golf Yankee.
Cessna 521, traffic departs runway 20, opposite direction to Cessna. They'll turn away for you.
Okay, so
what are we going to do there?
We're going to go ahead and taxi out, and we're going to take off, and we are going to turn to the southeast before we get to the end of the runway.
Traffic's passing off your right wing, 2 miles, 1.
I'll walk you through it.
No factor.
We're gonna usually we turn at 600 feet.
Right.
All right. So we're gonna take off and we're gonna climb.
9 Victor Zulu,
just for a couple seconds here, and then we'll hang a left before the end of the runway. There's a guy coming in on the opposite end of the runway there.
Okay.
All right. So on the center line, heels on the floor, toes on the rudder pedals.
Got it.
All right, and full power. All right. You anticipate the need for the right rudder there. Keep it on the center line with your feet. All right, make sure that power's all the way in.
Ready?
Yep. All right, so just climb with the nose right above the tree line there. Right there, there you go. And go ahead and start the turn to the southeast. Turn about 45 degrees to the left. Alright, this is good enough right here. And you can see the traffic coming in right there.
Oh, roger that.
That's why we're turning early.
Okay.
People shoot the instrument approaches on the other side. All the instrument approaches for this airport come in that direction.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that actually.
So it's not uncommon that they want you to do that. Taking off from runway 20. And we'll go to 2,000 feet and we'll head down to Franklin.
251, runway 20, clear to land.
Runway 20, clear to land, 63251.
Alright, so you'll start to see the railroad tracks over there on the left, right?
Yep.
We can follow those things all the way down to Franklin.
Seems like we always get a little turbulence about 8 to 1,200 feet.
Yeah, start getting over. I mean, we just flew over like a big blacktop from a school. You know, something that's generating more heat, more thermal activity. Hot air rising.
Mike, cross runway 16.
So what are we looking at Franklin today? Is it windy over there, or?
Don't really. We have no way of checking the weather.
The ILS about.
Other than what I can tell you from leaving Elk Grove, and it was no wind.
Gotcha.
Right. But they don't have any like ATIS or AWAS, something we can listen to on the radio, right?
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, some airports, like typically ones that do not have an instrument approach,
Tower at minimum.
a lot of times they don't have any weather reporting. They don't have the equipment for it.
Gotcha.
It's too expensive, and it's to an extent unnecessary to maintain it, or to have it.
Right downwind.
Okay, we'll go west.
Because we can fly over the field and you know, check out the windsock, right?
Right.
And that's going to give us a good idea of what the winds are doing.
Which is what we're going to do again today. Just standard 2,000 feet over the runway. Take a look at the sock. We'll take off to the southeast.
Well, first we'll evaluate the wind situation and what runway looks best.
Gotcha.
Okay, so, because we want to land as much into the wind as possible. So we're going to fly over 1,000 feet above the pattern altitude. All right, so the pattern altitude is 1,000 feet at Franklin, and plus 1,000, we're at 2,000. And look at the wind. Most likely 1/8 we'll use.
Okay, which is what we've been working on.
I think, yeah, last time I think we were using that, but we had a nice little cross in that day or something, right?
Did we ever?
Yeah.
That was, you know, I was pretty puckered up and pulling vinyl out of my keister for a few hours after that, but man, that was some brag rights when I got back to work.
Let's go and level off here, 2,000. A little hazy today.
2,400 RPM.
We'll do 2,300 RPM on the way down there.
Nice.
Taxi to transient parking, 63251.
Cessna 251 taxi approved via Juliet Hotel, monitor ground 125.
Beautiful up here.
So we're out of Sacramento Executive airspace now, so we can switch frequencies. So Franklin's 122.9.
60 Victor, runway 24.
Switch over to Franklin. Start listening to that on the way down.
Sky 13,000 below overload. I do not overfly.
All right, we'll see if anybody's flying there before we ask.
Ranchero traffic, experimental 419 Juliet Foxtrot on the 45, right downwind 14, Ranchero traffic.
Low traffic, 613 Bravo, departing runway.
So we know that the airport is just to the east of the railroad tracks, downways, about 15 miles or so, right from the airport.
Right base 26, low die.
And it's not easy to find, right?
No.
I can't give you too much of a hard time about that because it is, there's nothing around it, really.
Well, you know,
very flat.
You were able to see the beacon for the correctional facility, and I've yet to ever see that thing flash.
You know, and right now I can't see it, especially because it's a little hazier today.
Right.
I mean, I can see it now because I know exactly where to look for it.
Potential aircraft information, Oscar current, runway 20 in use, wind, calm, altimeter 020.
But it's not necessarily the best way to find the airport.
Well, I definitely, with 5 and the railroad tracks down there.
Yeah, we know where the Walnut Grove Towers are really easy to find, right? And we know that they're kind of to the, or the airport is to the east, northeast of those.
Yeah.
And, you know, we got the propane tanks over there. You can kind of start to see the general area. The airport's pretty much right in the middle, right down to the south here.
Right base on the 12, got the departing traffic.
And then there's usually all that water down there. I don't know if they grow rice or something. I don't know. Down just to the south.
Yeah.
The airport's before all that water. Do you see that? Just to the left of the railroad tracks.
Yep.
Okay, so the airport's actually before that, just to the left a little bit. So if you look down there, just slightly above the nose, it's not very far.
Yep.
It's between the nose and the horizon right now.
Got it.
See runway 18 and runway 09 and 27.
Like we're
probably about 4 miles or so. Let's go ahead and turn towards the airport. You see it? It's about, I don't know, 15 degrees off the nose to the left. It's pretty much just straight ahead, just a little bit to the left. Franklin traffic, Skyhawk 739er Golf Yankee, about 4 miles to the northwest, overflying the field 2000, Franklin. Let me know when you see it.
And November 666.
It's very close. I'll give you that hint.
Come on, returning Chrono 12, low dive.
Roger that.
Looking for the T. There you go.
All right.
All right, so let's fly over it. Now, the windsock, you remember where that is?
Yeah, right there in the...
To the left of the runway intersection. Okay, so just put that on your left-hand side so you can see it. And we'll do the best. I mean, it might not be, the wind might not be doing anything right now.
That would be epic for
okay,
once.
now the calm wind runway here is 18. So
east to west or north?
18, so that's heading 180, right? Heading 180 is right here.
Got it.
So 18, you can see if we look, making sure this is correct, which it is. 18 should be going that way, right?
Got it. Okay. I keep forgetting.
So we're at like a 45-degree angle right now to it, right? So we're actually going to continue in this direction. If we're going to use 18, we're going to continue on the other side of the airport, start the descent, get down to pattern altitude, and then come around, do a 180, and then we're going to be back on a 45, right?
Roger that, yep.
Because we know it's left traffic for 18 coming over here.
Yeah.
And this is where it's good. Flying over the field, you can visualize from the top down what that traffic pattern should look like. All right, and then you can begin to look at, okay, the 45-degree entry is going to be this way, so I'm going to go that way, descend down, turn around. Makes it easier than skirting the airport. Sure. Figuring it out. It's a lot easier to figure out from the top.
Yeah, I can easily see that. So, where are we at with this flag? It looks like
Scott, I have an overload airport, 13,000.
okay, it looks like got about a quarter bag of wind down there, and it looks like it's blowing.
Go ahead and give me like a 30-degree bank to the left here. Yeah, we'll use 1.8. It doesn't look like it's doing anything. It's just sitting there.
Sweet.
Okay, so we're going to go out to the southeast here. All right, and then we're going to descend down to 1,000 feet. Regular traffic, 739 Golf Yankee over the field, 2,000 feet, descending to the southeast for left 45, runway 18 Franklin. Alright, so bring that power back to about 2,100 RPMs. There you go. Alright, we can turn the carb heat on once we're out of the green arc there. Turn the carb heat on for the descent. Just because we're low power setting right now. We're not concerned about the engine creating a bunch of power. So just as a precaution, we can turn that carb heat on.
Now this is where it could develop carb heat, or ice, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter about the outside temperature, it's that pitot, or not the Venturi.
Yeah. Typically, I mean, above 70 degrees it'd be pretty unlikely.
Right.
And we're right at 70 degrees right now today. But
okay, 1,400 and descending.
Alright, so just a couple hundred feet above 1,000 we can start the turn. I'd recommend going to the right to give ourselves, I think, otherwise if we turn to the left, I think we're going to cramp ourselves in for like a 90-degree angle. So making a right turn. Yeah, making a right turn is going to be better. So let's go ahead and start that turn now. Alright, we're going to turn around 180 degrees here. Just give me a nice normal turn, just like this. Perfect. Keep the descent going. A little bit of right rudder. There you go. Just looking through the turn, looking for traffic as we're turning back towards the airport. All right. We also got to find the airport, right?
Right.
So keep the turn going. And then as we get to 1,000 feet here, we'll level off.
New Jerusalem traffic, Cessna 7840 Papa, inbound for landing 4 miles out, southwest of the airport, New Jerusalem traffic.
Okay, we're at 1,000 feet.
All right, and then 2,200 RPMs, carb heat comes off.
New Jerusalem traffic, Cessna 7840 Papa is on the...
Let's stay right at 1,000 feet here, no more, no less.
3 miles out and a descent, runway 30 traffic.
Well, there's our famous wind.
Yeah, that's just the thermal stuff right now.
Is it?
Rising air, yeah. Franklin traffic, 739 Golf Yankee is on a 2-mile left 45, runway 18 Franklin. Alright, so you see the runway?
Yep.
Alright, so we look like we're on a nice 45 right now.
Yep.
Alright, we'll get a little bit closer. Pretty much, you see where the jail is.
Yeah.
We'll just stay on the east side of the jail, just right over, pretty much right over the road, and then turn parallel once we get to that point. Alright, so we should be about 90 knots. We look pretty good right now. Alright, this is a crucial time to be looking for traffic, right?
Right.
And the traffic pattern. When we look clear, we'll go ahead and start the turn downwind. Sounds like he's doing the same thing that we just did.
Okay. And he's at 2,500 now?
Yep.
Pine Mountain Lake traffic, Skyhawk 04 Cal 10 to the southwest, inbound Pine Mountain Lake.
Okay, we're just about a beam here.
Regular traffic, Skyhawk 9 Golf Yankee, left downwind 18 Franklin.
Okay, so I got carb heat.
Yes, sir.
1500.
Lodi traffic, Mini 5846, currently 8 miles to the southeast, inbound, going to be straight in runway 30, full stop, Lodi.
And I'm going to go 10 degrees of flaps.
There you go. Don't let it do that. Force that nose to descend, right?
Right.
Because we want, what airspeed should we be at right now?
85.
What airspeed are we at right now?
We're at 70. All right.
Lower that nose. All right, keep that right hand on that throttle. All right, throttle or trim. That's what I want. That's where I want your right hand.
Roger that.
All the way. Go ahead and turn base now. Okay. All right, and just
we're right at 75 knots.
Yep, and then keeping the pitch where it's at. This is good right here because we're keeping our airspeed up, right? We don't want to get slow in the turn.
Right.
So this is perfect right here. All right, and don't let the nose rise up here. There you go. Keep the descent going. All right, flaps 20 now.
Okay, flaps at 20.
All right, just level the wings here. Fly until we get on the center line, then turn once we get on the center line here.
Okay, holding 70 knots.
Franklin traffic, Diner Golf Yankee, final 18, full stop, Franklin.
Okay, 65 knots.
All right, let's wait just a few seconds here to add full flaps. All right, I want you aiming for that second runway stripe there, right? It should stay in the same place on the windscreen all the way down. All right, and we're just adjusting our power for our altitude. All right, and our pitch for our airspeed.
Okay, holding.
Let's add 30 degrees of flaps.
30 degrees.
All right. Now as we get to the numbers here, power comes to idle. All right, continue flying the airplane down to the runway. There you go. All right, keep that right hand on that throttle. There you go. All right, start to level it off. And just hold it right here until it starts sinking. All right, eyes down at the end of the runway. A little bit more back pressure.
Oops.
All right, you got it. Right there, just keep that nose up there. We want the nose finishing right about there, right?
Roger that.
Okay, and then just slowly let the nose come down. Keep it on the center line with your feet.
Got it.
All right, we don't really have any wind correction to add today with the controls. Keep it rolling all the way down to the first turn off here to the left.
+1 entry, right downwind for 27.
Now that was the unusual because we seemed to settle pretty quick there with that.
Yeah, we were a little bit slow, probably. We were maybe, we started maybe like at 60 knots. I mean, our approach speed was about 60 coming over, or just before the numbers there.
Flight design 4 Bravo Whiskey. We are about 2.5 miles east of the airport. We'll be turning back inbound at 3.5 miles and setting up for left traffic 1 lane.
All right, let's go ahead and stop right here. Go through the after landing checklist.
Roger that. And we've got this guy that's going to come in over the top of us now.
He's over to the southeast right now.
Okay, we've got flaps up, carburetor heat off. We're going to leave transponder on. Leave the landing lights, mixture trim, 1 inch.
Franklin traffic, Niner Golf Yankee, clear, runway 18, taxi back 18, Franklin. All right.
Traffic inbound landing, Lodi, runway 26 is the active runway, 30 will put you directly into skydivers.
Are you skydiving right now out of the sky, or are you guys just on the way up?
We got 3 aircraft, so it's pretty consistent. I mean, take your chances if you like.
Jeez, what is that? Take your chances.
So you're dropping right now, that's what I need to know.
Yeah, I will never fly to that airport.
That's where I flew the Mustang out of with Bill Dawes, the owner of that dive center. No way would I ever dive there, dude.
They're all pretty sketchy, I think.
They're super sketchy.
Traffic, Cessna 48762 is
if you ever want to skydive, Ross Vance over at YOLO Field.
Much better.
Yeah, super pro.
Flight design 4 Bravo Whiskey.
Super safe. If you're ever down on going, you let me know.
I don't think so. I've never had the desire to do it.
That's because you're used to a perfectly running plane.
Yeah, you know, yeah, in the airplanes that they fly for that kind of stuff, those are the ones that you jump out of.
Yeah. What are those, Otters? Is that?
Well, over at YOLO, they have a Caravan. It's a single-engine turboprop. And over at Lodi, they've got a Twin Otter.
Yeah.
And they've got...
and he flew that thing out of compliance commercially for over a year.
Yeah.
When I flew the Mustang, it was out of compliance, out of ADs and everything. It crashed 3 months after I flew it.
Yeah, they had a huge fine slapped on them from the FAA.
Yep.
It was like, I thought it was over $500,000 or something. I mean, they had to really pay up for maintenance issues.
Franklin traffic, flight design 4 Bravo Whiskies entering midfield, left downwind on the 45.
Okay, so he's midfield downwind over here. All right, so
we're going to hold short.
We're ready to go. Yep. And final looks clear, base looks clear, downwind. Okay, we look clear. So let's go ahead and make sure trim's set for takeoff, lights, camera, action, and we will be good to go.
We're not going to wait for him?
No, we got plenty of time.
Oh, okay.
He's back on the downwind right now. So trim set, lights are on, cameras on, mixture full rich, and make a radio call and we're good to go.
All right.
Go ahead and close your window and we'll start rolling. Franklin traffic, 9 Golf Yankee taking off, runway 18, left close traffic, Franklin. All right, let's go. All right, and then when we take off this time, I want you to smoothly apply full power all the way till it won't go forward anymore.
Roger that. About 4 seconds to get that in? Or does it just get it in there?
Just nice and smoothly all the way full. Just a nice constant pressure all the way full throttle.
Okay.
All right, and then keep it on the center line with your feet.
Ready?
Yep. All right, make sure you're not on the brakes.
Flight design 4 Bravo Whiskey, we're turning left base, runway 18, Franklin.
55 knots, rotate, nose up to the tree line, right there. There you go. A little bit of right rudder.
Franklin traffic, Cessna 48762 is midfield. We'll set up for 18, Franklin.
I just don't see that traffic.
Yeah, the flight design guy's behind us. And now
okay.
This Cessna, this girl, I don't know where she is. She just said midfield. I'm assuming she's over to our left, but who knows? As we turn, we'll be looking through towards the downwind.
Lodi traffic, be advised, 2 minutes prior to skydiving, 13.
Let's climb straight ahead to 700 before we make the turn, just because if she is on midfield, we'll give a little bit of room here.
Roger that.
Franklin traffic, flight design 4 Bravo.
Okay, approaching 700 feet off to the east here.
Yep, 90 degrees to the left. Franklin traffic, 9 Golf Yankee turning left at crosswind 18, Franklin.
New Jerusalem traffic, this is 784 Sierra Papa, left crosswind, runway 30.
All right, there they are right there. So go ahead and keep the turn going all the way to downwind.
New Jerusalem traffic, Cessna 25 Sierra, final, runway.
A little bit more bank, a little bit more bank. All right, looking through the turn. We're gonna find that airport. We're a little bit far out, so we're gonna have to fly towards the airport here on the downwind. And we'll level off at 1,000.
All right. 784 Sierra Papa, left downwind, runway 30, New Jerusalem.
Franklin traffic, 9 Golf Yankee, left downwind, 18 Franklin. Just raise that right wing real quick. Oh, I see him. Never mind. They're turning.
And we got one on the ground there.
Yep. I think when she said she was midfield, I think she meant that she was over the field.
Gotcha.
On the go, runway 18, remaining in left close pattern, Franklin.
6, Lodi.
All right, so same thing as last time. That last one went pretty good.
762 is on the left 45 for 18, Franklin.
Okay, carb heat. Going back to 1500.
And as you put those flaps at 10 degrees, anticipate.
And I want to go down, right?
Yep, you want to start the descent. So flaps down and then just keep the nose down there. Fight that tendency for the nose to rise.
Got it.
That's perfect right there. And then trim it out if you need to. Let's go ahead and turn base now. We're a little bit wide.
Right downwind, 26.
So we'll turn the base a little bit earlier.
Okay, I'm holding at 80 knots.
Keep that right hand on the throttle.
Yeah.
Alright, keep the turn going all the way till we're perpendicular. Alright, looking out through the turn, looking for the runway. A little bit more. A little bit more. Yeah. Kind of fly, just crab in towards the runway here a little bit. Looks like we might
75 knots.
Let's wait for the flaps. Looks like we might be getting just a tiny little bit low right now. So we'll wait to put any more flaps in until we get on final. Okay, now be careful as you raise the nose, our airspeed diminishes, right?
Right.
So if we want to level off, we're going to have to add a little bit of power. There you go, and then keep the turn going to final.
Now load our traffic, Cessna 52702 is at the G parking, holding short for the inbound traffic.
Alright, and then as we get on final here, wings level, we'll add flaps 20 degrees.
Okay, flaps 20 degrees.
All the way to 30 degrees.
All the way to 30.
Yep, and then just adjusting pitch and power for a nice stabilized descent, okay. We're getting a little high now, so let's bring the power to idle.
Load traffic, be advised, got out of the sky, 13,000 below the.
There you go, just pitch for 65. Alright, power's already to idle. Still keep that right hand on that throttle though, okay. Just keep us flying right down the center line. Start to level it off, just hold it right here. There you go, eyes looking down at the end of the runway as we sink more, a little bit of back pressure. Whoa. Alright, just use the rudders, keep it on the center line there. There you go. Alright, and then fly it back on the center line with the rudder pedals, just like that. And then let that nose wheel come down nice and easy. Alright, and we'll just keep it rolling, we'll make a left again, same spot.
Roger that. Now I felt a little pushed around. Was that just the wind, a little bit of wind, or?
No, I mean the airplane is not going to fly perfectly straight.
Right.
Okay, and because we're changing pitch.
Traffic, Cessna 762, turning final for 18 Franklin.
We're not perfectly wings level. Franklin traffic 9 Golf Yankee clear 18 and taxiing back 18 Franklin. Alright, and we'll turn parallel after line checklist. So, yeah, it's constantly an adjustment of keeping the thing on the center line.
Right.
Alright, you always have to be on the rudders. Even if there's not a shred of wind in the sky, it doesn't mean you're not going to have to use any rudders, right?
Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
We got that gyroscopic precession of that propeller out there, right? And as we pitch up and down, it's not very much, but you know, the nose will tend to sway a little bit left to right. And, you just have to stay on top of it. You know, you're dividing your attention between that flare and that center line, right? You got to keep it on the center line, but at the same time, you're watching that sink rate. All right. Taxi back.
All right, traffic, Twin Otter, 3 mile right.
See that balloon right there?
Yeah.
Is there, oh, no, she's going around.
Did she even touch down?
No. I don't think she did. Did you see it?
I didn't.
I think she was floating too far. Cause like she was halfway down the runway here, so she just.
No, oddly, I felt like I was kind of floating there for a minute.
Yeah, we were. I mean, the airplane's going to float. That's fine. In a normal landing, we gotta transition from that descent. All right, down to the flare. So what we do, we level off, right? We're going to float for a little bit. All right, as the airplane slows down, we'll begin to sink. Okay, and then that's when we start adding a little bit of back pressure. All right, and then it's real important to keep your eyes out, looking down the center line, right, down in the end of the runway. Okay, and you're using your peripheral vision just to watch that airplane. You'll see that horizon come up. Right?
Yeah.
You'll see it rise in the windscreen. Okay, and that's when we just add that back pressure. We just arrest the sink rate a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Because really, we're just scrubbing speed off to.
Yep. We want to be stalling the airplane out just above the runway. Okay. So that stall warning horn should actually be on.
Okay.
If we can get it on as we're touching down, that's great. That means that we are at the minimum controllable airspeed right there.
So is that last approach telling me that I was maybe a little hot over the threshold?
Yeah, we probably were a little bit.
Okay.
And that was half because we were waiting on the flaps, right? Because we were a little low on base, so we just waited on the flaps. and then we added a little bit of power.
Okay.
All right, and then you kept the power in just a little bit too long, right? Because we got back on final and resituated, but we still had the power in there. So the power was carrying us towards the runway.
Gotcha.
Not letting the airplane descend like we needed to. But we landed within the first third of the runway. We didn't float that much.
Okay.
And but yeah, definitely keep it.
And my targeting was okay as I was coming to the runway.
Yeah, keeping it on the center line. Don't be afraid to fly the airplane with the rudders there.
Gotcha.
Get the thing back on the center line with the rudders. All right, let's. We're clear here. Are they? They already went around. Stop right here. And all right, final looks clear. Base looks clear. Flaps are up.
Yeah.
Trim set for takeoff. All right, we're actually going to head back right now. We got 12 minutes to get back to the airport. So, lights, camera, action, mixture.
Yep, looking good.
All right, let's start rolling. Franklin traffic, Niner Golf Yankee taking off 18, and we'll be departing to the north on a right downwind. Franklin. Go and close your window.
Yeah.
All right, as we're taxiing out, try not to ride the brakes. All right, just keep, if you
did it feel like I was?
Yeah, well, I mean, just to keep, to expedite the rollout here onto the runway.
Franklin traffic, flight design 4 Bravo Whiskey, left crosswind and downwind.
All right, right on the center line. All right, full power and we're good to go.
702 is upwind 26, slow dash.
Franklin traffic, Cessna 762 is turning base for 18, Franklin.
All right, keep us right over the center line. There you go, just fly it back.
Traffic, Cessna 702.
Put it right rudder.
Crosswind 26, slow dash.
Attaboy. All right, let's go ahead and start the turn. Just 90 degrees to the right here.
Franklin traffic, Cessna 762 is turning final for 18, Franklin.
And keep the turn going all the way to the north.
702, 1,400, right downwind 26, slow dash.
663 is a party 30 on the downwind traffic in sight. Low dash. And traffic for 26, are you departing the pattern of the downwind?
Yeah, I'm getting out of your way. I have eyes on you.
No, you're good, you're good.
Franklin traffic, Skyhawk Niner Golf Yankee on our right, downwind 18, departing the pattern to the north. Franklin.
And Franklin traffic, flight design 4 Bravo Whiskey, turn to left base, runway 18, remain in left close. Franklin.
Report information, Oscar, time 1753 Zulu, wind calm, weather better than 5005, temperature 19er, 2.10, altimeter 3020, visual approach in use, landing departing runway 20, notice to airman taxiway Papa closed, north ramp closed east of taxiway Charlie, airport advisory, use caution for birds, advise on initial contact, you have Oscar.
Information, Oscar, winds calm, they're using runway 20, and altimeter is 3020.
300 feet to Cessna, inbound, right down.
Roger that.
322 Tango, looking, I'll stay down at 600.
I'll level it off at 2,000.
Let's go to 1,500, we'll just keep it at 15.
They'll be behind you.
Alright, climbing to 1.5, 02 Tango.
Cessna 661, previously called traffic, 12 o'clock, 2 miles, 600 feet, climbing northwestbound.
Roger, look for traffic sight, 5461.
Full cruise at 2,400 RPM.
Oh, 20 clear to land, 5461.
A little bit extra airspeed.
Gotcha. That was great. Those were
Foxtrot taxi parking via Alpha Hotel.
Yeah, pattern's looking good. Just keep the downwind a little bit tighter. Like when we're turning crosswind, good 30 degrees of bank, 90 degrees. Momentarily roll the wings level. Just look at where the airport's at, and then continue their turn right to the downwind.
I find I kind of just need to get over myself, I think, is my angle in the turns. I'm always worried that I'm going to, I think I was reading something about you know, that excessive bank or whatever.
Yeah, you don't, I mean, excessive bank in the pattern is not good. I mean,
right.
If you're banking 45 degrees, you're banking too much. I mean, 25 degrees is good.
Cessna 739 Golf Yankee, exact tower, make left traffic, runway 20, report downwind.
What? I think that was the wrong call sign.
Cessna 68353, exact ground, runway 30, correction, runway 20, taxi via Bravo, Mike, cross runway 16, cross runway 12.
Executive Tower, Skyhawk 739 Golf Yankee over Laguna 1500, full stop with Oscar.
Cessna 739 Golf Yankee, exact tower, make left traffic, runway 20, report downwind.
Left traffic 20, report now with 9 Golf Yankee. Okay, so we're basically doing the same thing we did at Franklin, right? We're already on a 45.
Right.
See the airport? All right, see downtown?
Yep.
All right, it's going to be before downtown to the left a little bit. Big open field.
Got it. Got it. Big open field.
Yeah. All right, we'll just stay at 1500 here until we get a little bit closer. Pretty much like, you see where the trees start? You know, the water treatment plant's right here, right?
Right.
And then we got the open field and then the trees start, right? So about where the trees start, I'd start your descent down to 1,000 feet over there.
Okay. Where the water is, essentially.
Just after that.
After that. Got
after
it.
that. Yep. Yeah. Oh, so with the bank, the biggest thing is your airspeed. Okay. Don't pitch up too much where you're 65, 60 knots. You know, airspeed's diminishing and you're banking right.
Right.
Then we're getting into solid territory and we're turning. We're low to the ground. Right. You know, about 75 knots on the climb out. 25, 30 degrees bank, you'll be okay. You know, staying coordinated is important too, right? Direct rudder in the direction of the turn. Which, I mean, you look pretty. The bank looks pretty good. I mean, what you're doing is looking pretty good. You know, those little things we can perfect here and there.
I absolutely plan to.
But the pattern's looking good, and we're just working on the flare. Which I think you'll be getting it in no time.
It's getting exciting, man. It's getting really exciting.
You're doing pretty good.
Like you know what? It's kind of funny. I have to relax.
Yeah.
You know, I just, and I'm finally getting to that point where I'm not, you know, bunched up on two cheeks trying to get the landing in.
Yeah.
It was kind of that way driving. You know, I was really intense while learning and...
Yeah. No death grip.
Yeah.
No death grip allowed on the airplane.
Yeah.
All right, so let's, we can go ahead and start the descent now. All right. This nice, easy descent.
Hold at 1,000.
Yeah, we'll go all the way down to 1,000.
Executive Tower, Cessna 5461 at Alpha, request taxi to the base of the tower.
Cessna 661, approved via Alpha, monitor ground.
Taxi base of the tower via Alpha, monitor ground, 5461.
Exact Tower, Skymaster 136, Air Lima's inbound with Oscar.
Skymaster 136, Air Lima, exact tower, enter right downwind, runway 20, report midfield.
Right downwind for 20, report midfield, 6 Air Lima.
I'm going to let you do your thing on this pattern right here. All right, so just the same thing we were doing at Franklin.
Alrighty. So we were using Campbell's, right?
Yeah, you know, another thing too, you can, that runway should about hit the middle of the wing strut.
Runway 12.
On my 45?
I mean, no, sorry. On the when you're downwind, you want that runway about right halfway up the wing strut on the left side there. So yeah, you can stay in just a little bit inside Campbell Soup.
Cessna 9 Golf Yankee, runway 20, clear to land.
20, clear to land, 9 Golf Yankee.
All right. the bumps. Come on now.
I usually like to be over those solar panels when I'm on downwind.
Okay.
Just for future, like that's another, because we're a little far out right now. I'd say we're a little.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go to carb heat.
Okay.
1500 RPM. And should I add some flap now?
Yep.
Okay, 10 degrees. I'm going to keep that nose down. Hey, look at that. Okay, we're at 85 knots.
Yep, right hand on that throttle. There you go. All right, just 90 degrees. All right, looking for the runway there. There you go, just perpendicular. This looks good. All right, 75 knots, flaps 20.
Flaps 20.
Executive Tower, Cessna 68353, holding short runway 20. Going to be staying in the pattern.
Okay, at 70 knots.
Cessna 68353.
So we're high right now.
Runway 20, landing traffic.
We can bring the power out.
Cessna 68353.
Power for altitude, right?
Right.
Skymaster 60 Lima, number 2, follow Cessna short final, runway 20, cleared to land.
60 Lima, number 2, cleared to land.
Okay, 70 knots.
We're a little hot, a little fast, right?
Dump
we're a little high. So power all the way to idle, pitch for 65. Just fly it down to the runway.
We are high, aren't we?
Yep, we're fine. Just keep that right hand on that throttle, okay? 65 knots, you look good. Keep it on the center line. All right, keep flying it down. Let it descend. No, too high, too high. Keep. All right, now start to level it off. All right, let it sink. A little bit more back pressure. There you go.
Keep the nose.
All right, we'll make a right on Juliet up here.
Cessna Golf Yankee, turn right at Juliet, safe parking.
Right on Juliet, and we're going to the base of tower, 9 Golf Yankee.
Cessna Golf Yankee, roger, taxi via Juliet to the ramp.
Juliet to the ramp, 9 Golf Yankee.
Cessna 353.
All right, let's expedite off the runway here. We got somebody taking off behind us.
Traffic on downwind.
Cessna 68353, make left close traffic 20.
All the way across the line, and then we'll stop and do the after lane checklist.
Roger that. Okay, so you know, I could have done that landing better.
Well, I'll tell you why you flared high here in a second. Let's get it all cleaned up and taxi back.
Okay, we got flaps up. Carburetor heat. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the transponder off.
And Executive Tower, Fish Game 24 is ready to go 20 in sequence.
Fish Game 24, exact tower, hold short, runway 20.
Home short 20, Dan.
All right, rolling it.
Let's roll.
We're gonna go here to the left.
We're gonna go straight.
Straight.
And then we're gonna hang a right at the ramp here. This is Mike, right? And then we're gonna make a right, which is actually
Juliet.
Well, we're on Juliet now, and then we're gonna make a right. This is a hotel or the ramp. It's kind of a gray area. Hotel's that way. I don't know if we're looking at
so
but we'll just call this the ramp.
Okay.
So he told us to taxi via Juliet and the ramp. So. All right, and we will keep rolling. We're gonna park at the base of the tower.
next to the Mooney.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go. No, actually, we can't park there. Let's park right here next to this 251, this white airplane right here.
Yep.
Let's make a left here, and then we'll pull straight in and park right next to him.
Roger that.
In fact, you can just use this first one if you want.
Master 60 Lima, turn right at Juliet, taxi to the ramp going to South.
We get you back on time?
Affirmative.
Yeah, we're good. I got till 12, but the airplane
60 Lima,
needs to be back at 11:30, and it's 11:30 right now.
60 Lima, thanks.
All right. And securing aircraft check.
24, runway 20, clear for takeoff.
Okay, now come on.